Umbreon is coming to Pokemon Unite very soon, and here is everything you need to know about this Pokemon before you play it or play against it in your next match. This is actually the first Eevee with a sure hit on Swift. It kind of works like the actual game where it's 100% hitting the opponent's Pokemon, even if, let me show you this, you are trying to target something and there's something in between, it travels through and hits that Pokemon. It's like the first actual Swift. Even though you won't have this move for long, it's really cool too. After you hit an opponent that's been marked by your Swift, your attacks become boosted for a brief period of time. So every time you hit them, after you've hit them with Swift, you get a free boosted attack, which is pretty cool. Fake Tears is pretty basic, it deals damage, and it grants you a shield. Like all of the evolutions, you evolve at level 4 into Umbreon, and you get to choose between Mean Look and Foul Play. Let's first talk about Mean Look. Mean Look is as advertised. It is incredibly mean. It pins your opponents in this area that they cannot escape no matter what. The only thing I haven't seen tried is a Hoopa portal or something like that, but they can't eject button, they can't dash out of it, they can't do anything. This is going to shut down so many Pokemon. Also, while they're inside of it, you are hitting your opponents with boosted attacks that are empowered over and over and over again. So they're even stronger than your normal boosted attacks. It's so mean. Let's also talk about something cool with Umbreon here. So you can see your boosted attack right here. It recovers your HP. It actually recovers more HP the lower your HP is. And you get free boosted attacks the entire time you are fighting inside of your Mean Look. So it's just over and over and over again, you have the ability to recover tons and tons of HP. It's kind of nuts. Your second move choice at level 6 is either Wish or Snarl. Let's talk about Wish. Wish allows you to cast a wish onto an ally anywhere inside this range. They take reduced damage for a short time, looks to be about 15%, and then they are healed. Also, if you don't have an ally around you, or you just don't cast it onto an ally, you'll cast wish on yourself, healing yourself, and it's actually a big chunk of healing. As you can see, using this combo to fight would just be pretty mean. You Mean Look, you wish yourself, you take reduced damage, you boosted attack the entire time. It's just, oh, it's gonna be so gross. It's gonna be so gross. Umbreon is awesome. Now let's talk about your Unite move. It does a lot of things. One thing that it does is it gives you passive leftovers, essentially. As you can see, my HP is ticking up right here because I'm out of combat. It's essentially like you have leftovers now, and you just don't need to put the held item on, which you probably would never. It's a nice little bonus that you get just for unlocking your Unite move at level 8. One of the biggest things this Unite move does is steal enemy shields. As you can see, I use that Unite move and I steal the entirety of Snorlax's shields right there. This is going to be such a huge game changer in these big fights. Not only do I jump up, deal damage, I do lots of things with it, but I am able to steal my opponent's shields. And for a period of time, I'm not sure exactly how long, you are actually able to continue to steal a portion of shields for any moves used around you. This is going to be a game changer in big fights. My shield. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Snorlax. You silly fool. Look at that rapid fire scarf. Oh my gosh. Mean Look lasts longer with its upgraded version, which is just, I mean, look how long. Look at this. And I've got a rapid fire scarf on right now, so you're just attacking so fast when you have your rapid fire scarf proc. It's just, man, it's gonna be mean. When you get Wish Plus, it actually increases the amount of damage resistance that you get. It looks like now 25%, and it also increases the amount of healing that Wish does. So if you cast it on an ally, they take less damage and heal more. It's really incredible. Also, if an ally gets KO'd while they have Wish on, it will actually bounce to another nearby ally. So this is a pretty cool interaction with Umbreon's passive here, Inner Focus. When you actually get hit by a hindrance, you're immune to hindrances for a short time, and your defense and special defense increases. Let me show you. I get hit right here. Boom, my defenses and special defense go up for a short time. So when your opponents attack you and break your passive, you're actually stronger. Umbreon's move Foul Play feels like it's really just set up to harass your opponents, do tons of damage to them, and bounce around. Every time you use it, you can proc a Razor Claw if you are using that item. And then the second shove of Foul Play actually does more damage based on how high the opposing opponent's attack is. So it does more damage to high attack Pokemon, and it shoves and slows them, as you can see right there. It's a pretty cool move. It's really hard to beat Mean Look, I gotta be honest. I think Mean Look is just insane, but Foul's pretty fun. Foul? Foul Play. Foul's fun, man. Snarl is a really interesting move. It deals damage to your opponents continuously, it slows them, and it lowers their attack and special attack. Also, if they're in it at the end of it, they get stunned, essentially. At the same time, it increases the amount of attack and special attack on them that it lowers here. So if you don't want to play Wish, Snarl is a great option just for disrupting your opponents a ton. As you see, a lot of damage right here, slowing, and then at the same time making your opponents weaker. Foul Play's upgrade gives you a free boosted after you use it, whether you hit or not, which is pretty cool. Also, it does it after both. So if you happen to hit, you can get 2 boosteds in a row. As you know already, the boosteds heal you for a ton. The upgraded version of Snarl increases the amount of time opponents are left unable to act, and it's a pretty good stun, so you could really use it to shut your opponents down. And here it is against Zoroark. As you can see, 1200 damage. Zoroark has the highest attack stat inside the game. I'm sure Snorlax's defense also make a pretty big difference right there, but you can see Foul Play actually doing more damage because of Zoroark's attack stat in that second hit. All right, let's talk about held items, because I think there could be a few really interesting things here. First of all, Muscle Band and Rapid Fire Scarf could be really good. You're attack based, and at the same time, the more often you use your boosteds, the more health you're able to recover. Because you recover so much health, having something like a Focus Band just makes it even easier for you to stay around in combat. And when you steal shields with your Unite move, it just gives you even longer to recover. It's pretty awesome. Focus Band's going to be hard to pass up, I think, on this Pokemon. Some items that I think could be really cool are Buddy Barrier and EXP Share. Buddy Barrier, however, might get in trouble because if the enemy has an Umbreon, they're going to take your team's shields. Might not want to run Buddy Barrier when Umbreon is running rampant throughout the game. EXP Share, on the other hand, is actually a pretty good call for this Pokemon. It evolves at level 4. It doesn't need a lot of experience to be good. You get your Unite move at 8, you get your upgraded moves at 12, and at the same time, you're able to empower an ally to become even stronger. I actually think EXP Share will be a really, really solid call for this Pokemon. Ao's Cookie, Attack Weight, Weakness Policy all feel like decent options for this Pokemon as well. It's hard to know how stacking is going to affect a Pokemon until we know the exact stats of a Pokemon, but I can tell you more attack on an attack-based Pokemon, more HP on a defender, and a weakness policy on a Pokemon that's always brawling and in combat for a long time all feel like pretty solid options. Again, we'll know more once we know the actual stats of this Pokemon and how well these items scale off of their abilities. Just for reference, from the example set, the only thing I can really recommend is the Focus Band. Interestingly enough, I saw that Umbreon's Unite move actually steals away Assault Vest, as if Assault Vest needed to be a little worse. This is me stealing their Assault Vest and their shield from goal, by the way. That's something I didn't even realize. You'll be able to take your opponent's shield if they're all standing on a tier 2 or the home base. Whoa, gosh, this Unite is good. This Unite move is so good. Wow. Also, this is cheesy. Don't do this. I just want to see what the healing's like with your Unite move and leftovers together. Don't do this. All right, let's see your passive and leftovers triggering at the same time. We can see both of the numbers hitting at once there, 71 and 142. So the leftovers obviously are healing more than your passive. I mean, it's pretty good healing. Is there really a world where someone would run leftovers on? I don't know. I don't know. Do what you wish. I don't think you're going to want to run leftovers, but it is a lot of healing outside of combat, to be fair. A shield you are not able to take is your opponent's Rayquaza shield. As you can see, I was not able to steal that with my Unite move, so this does not change the end game in that fashion. That would be, honestly, completely broken. That'd be the most broken thing of all time. For Umbreon's Emblem Setup, there could be a lot of ways to go depending on exactly how this Pokemon's stats play out. However, this is a really strong Emblem Setup that the Math Cord recommends for your physical tanks. Pokemon like Mamoswine, Trevenant, Snorlax, as you can see right here, this gives you 6 white, more HP. It gives you 400 additional HP in your stats. It gives you 4 brown as well as 2 blue. And really the only thing you're losing, critical hit, you don't use it on this Pokemon, and special attack, you don't use it on this Pokemon. Very, very powerful setup, but there are lots of different emblem setups that could work pretty well. So there you have it, everything you need to know about Umbreon before it hits Pokemon Unite. If I've missed anything, please let me know in the comments. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Yeehaw to you and yours. We got a yeehaw in there.